welcome back to the Way of Truth Tarot. My name's Mandy, and today is part 2B of the Delphi deep dive, and we're picking up where we left off in the previous video, and that was going through the events that happened on February 13th, 2017. So we left off, they were crossing Deer Creek, on their way towards the crime scene where they were eventually found the next day. Everything in this video is alleged and my opinion based on the energy of the cards. There's no facts. It's just my opinion based on my intuitive gifts and reading the cards. So, without further ado, let's get started. I'll be using tarot, true crime oracle deck, and my clarifying tokens if I need them. And another deck I'll be using, which I haven't actually used in quite a while, is this, what do they even call it? Murder Mystery Oracle. So it's like cards like this one that say already interviewed the killer, or additional evidence at the scene may be discovered, stuff like that. This one is the killer has a history of committing crimes. So I thought, I don't know, I was just called to use it, so we're going to use it today. I also do want to let you guys know that after this video, the next one, I'm going to be looking at specific rumors that have circulated over the course of the investigation over the past 8 years. And I just want to get a feel for these rumors and see if there's any validity to them. So, but that's, like I said, that's not till next one. All right. So we're going to pick up as they are crossing Deer Creek. Now, they also found articles of Abby's clothing in Deer Creek. And I'm very curious as to how or why Abby ended up in Libby's clothing and Libby didn't have any clothes on. That's weird to me. And I'm just curious to see if it comes up. Okay. So we're going to do rows of 4 cards. I just want to see what that one was. What was that? 7 of Cups. Lots of decisions, choices. This was a very frantic time for the perpetrator. I mean, obviously for the girls, but for the perpetrator specifically. Like you see on this card, there's cups and there's these random objects above each cup. This card is speaking to how many things could have happened while he was moving them to the crime scene. You know, that whole area that day had so many people there. Why did he choose to move them across a body of water? I'm going to ask. Okay. Can I have 4 cards that help clear up why he brought the girls across the creek. Why were they moved across the creek? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is like an outpouring of love. Let's keep going. Nine of Swords, anxiety, paranoia. Oh, just got chills. Ten of Swords, this is painful endings. One more card. So I got two cards that came out. We got the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands has represented Abby in the other readings. The Four of Pentacles is about being very possessive over your money. Okay. So he needed to get them. Okay, there was a very specific reason why he had to bring them across. He cared about how this situation unfolded. He had a lot of anxiety about doing so. He clearly didn't feel like that side of the creek that they started on was safe enough for him to do what he needed or wanted to do to them, which was the unalivings, the painful endings. So something about that side of the creek was safe to him. And you see this guy, he's like hanging on to that money with dear life. You know, it's like the last thing before he gets sucked in the quicksand. Everything depended on the girls getting there. So maybe he was paid, maybe like there was a cash incentive for him. But specifically, Abby was what that is the person he had his eyes on, was Abby specifically. And the outpouring of love. See, Abby was clothed. Libby wasn't clothed. I'm wondering if he didn't want to humiliate Abby because he cared about her in some way, shape, or form. All right. What was the significance of bringing her across the creek? We have the Knight of Pentacles. A very deliberate, pragmatic, calculated energy is the King of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, I should say. Slow and steady wins the race. It's like he could have easily just done what he wanted to do on that side of the creek. It would have been faster. It would have gotten the job done quicker. But that wasn't part of the plan. Slow and steady wins the race. Six of Cups. Nostalgia. Across the creek has emotional significance to him. Like, the Six of Cups is like very familiar memories, things that you look back on with positive feelings. Usually things that have happened when you were younger. So childhood memories. Another Pentacle suit. Three of Pentacles. This is collaboration. I knew right from the beginning this was more than one person. I mean, it seems like it would had to be. You know, to control two girls in such an open area where there's lots of people. And this is confirming it. Three of Pentacles. This is pooling your energy for a common goal. And when you look at the map, that these are criminals strategizing on a map their route of escape or whatever. That location was part of the plan. That was one of the main things that was highlighted, like, we do not deviate from this. So that land has a lot of significance. Maybe, you know, it's private well, it was private property. So maybe that's a big reason. Okay, let's get another card. Page of Wands. I believe this is also referring to Abby. Seven of Wands. This is defending yourself in battle. Seven of Wands. Okay. Why was Abby's clothes found in the creek? The Star. The Star is about hope and miracles, wishes coming true, like making a wish or which wish is coming true. Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords. This is about it's about sanctuary. It's about being in a safe place where you can rest and recuperate. And then we have Temperance, which is about balance, restoring balance. Okay, okay, I know this sounds really weird. I'm not really feeling anything else, though. It feels like to me, it feels like dropping breadcrumbs, but all they didn't have breadcrumbs. All they had was what they were wearing. I don't know. That's what this reads to me. Like, you're hoping that what you're doing is going to be able to bring you home so you can rest and heal from this terrible ordeal. The Nine of Pentacles is about success and abundance, luxury even. And the Ten of Pentacles is about like leaving a legacy. Like familial success. And you pass that down the generations. Oh, I don't know. Let's get some whispers. Actually, this isn't the whispers deck. This is the Alicia Wicker True Crime and Conspiracy deck that I took out the conspiracy cards. Pretty big deck, so I'll be working from 2 piles. Okay. Give me 5 cards that help explain this row, please. We've got the Star, the 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and the Temperance. Please help explain that. Outside. Okay. Yes. We know that they were outside. Oh my gosh. Look at where she's standing. A little creek. This might be referring to the creek. Okay, let's just keep going. Just realized that. Hidden key. Please help explain the rest of this row, please. Toxic food shortage. I don't know. Surveillance. Spouse partner. Giant. Well, these aren't really helping, are they? Okay. Surveillance is like, is making me feel there was people in the vicinity that were in on the plan. So wherever they were going to, I believe that there was 1 or 2 people waiting there for them. This is referring to successful person. Somebody who has a lot of power and money. And that goes along with the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. Spouse partner. Let's get some tokens for that. Okay, we've got a coffee mug and a pair of shades. Coffee is awaken your senses. And the sunglasses are disguise, hiding, or playing it cool. So that was for spouse and partner. So pay attention, you know, to your senses about your partner. They are hiding something and trying to play it cool. Okay. But why was Abby's... What does this have to do with Abby not having any clothes on? Or switching clothes with Libby is what I meant to say. Okay, anyway. Let's keep going. I don't want to get hung up on this part fully right now anyway. We'll look at it in a little bit. Okay. Okay, what happens next? 4 cards. Ace of Swords. The Emperor. So the Hangman. And in this card, the positioning is not what it is in the Rider-Waite Tarot. The Rider-Waite Tarot has the Hangman is in a position where he's upside down hanging from a tree, but the left leg is bent, so it kind of sticks out like that, and then the other leg is straight. And that was the exact position that Abby was found. Libby was found with one arm pointing down and one arm pointing up, and that is the position of the Magician card in the Rider-Waite Tarot. That stuck out to me right away when I saw the little sketches of how they were found, and we just got the Hangman. Every time I see the Hangman now, that's what I think of. It's awful. Okay. Let's get 2 more cards. Three of Wands. Nine of Wands. Okay. So this is the beginning of a new stage. Ace of Swords. One that has introduced the Emperor. The Emperor is like big boss type energy. Strict, disciplined, can be ruthless, very, everything he does is for a purpose. And there's always an agenda with this person. So you see how there's a bunch of people here? And this guy's hanging above them. I'm feeling like these three people who, you know, have to do with this crime. Like, the girls were in the middle and these three people were around them watching. Three of Wands is overseeing. And that's what the Emperor was doing. Getting the energy that he was there to make sure that things were going to plan. Yeah. And at this point, the girls were doing whatever they could to protect themselves. And really all it was just clinging on to each other. Yeah. It's like, if we hang on to each other, they'll have a harder time getting us individually. Okay, let's get a few whisper or true crime protection. Yeah. Oh, so sad. Government. So how the government oversees a country. That is very similar to this Emperor character and how he oversees whatever he's in charge of. Runaway. rival. Road. So there was no way the girls could have run away. They had the roads looked at, like they had people strategically placed so that there was no worry about the girls running off and getting away. Soul. Okay, let's keep going. I don't want to stay on anything too long. Almost. Okay. Let's get 8 cards that will wrap up the events of February 13th. High Priestess. That's about being in touch with your intuition. Nine of Cups. Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, let's just do this row first. So, High Priestess's intuition. We know that Libby was very in touch with her intuition from what her family has said about her and from past readings. Yeah, when she woke up that morning, she could kind of tell something was off. But she did not know. There was no way that she could have known what was going to happen or even avoided it. Like, the Nine of Cups is like emotional richness, content. You've got, you're not, there's no void in you, you know, like you're very, very emotionally stable and content and happy. you have lots of love to give, and there's lots of people to accept it. Like, this row is speaking to me of how did I not see this coming? I had so much love for my family and my friends and my life. Eight of Cups is moving on. So this card is marking the time of events when she was passing. And the Eight of Pentacles is working really hard at something. And this is just representing how hard she worked in her life to be a good person. Like, you know, she was in a lot of sports, extracurricular activities. Like, she worked really hard. She had lots of love to give. And, oh, it's just awful. Okay, so let's do the second row. Five of Swords. This is like conflict. Yeah, like conflict. I'm just kind of sensing some betrayal in there. Knight of Wands. Six of Swords. So this is really interesting too, because the Eight of Cups was the third card in that row. And it marked when Libby was passing and going to the next realm. This row, we have the Six of Swords here, which is moving on to calmer waters. And it's also the third position in the row. This is referring to Abby leaving. Three of Swords. Hurt, loss, trauma. There's three swords in the heart too. There was three. There could have even been more, but in the woods that day, there was at least three people. At least three people. The Knight of Wands is a very fast-moving, fiery energy. So this is making me feel like the whole act itself was very quick. And based on the evidence, Abby was her wound was this big, just right here. That's it. Now, that type of wound is, even though it's not that big, it's completely catastrophic. So I'm not trying to undermine what she went through, but I'm just saying that her wound compared to Libby's is like night and day. Libby actually had 4 wounds that ranged all different directions, mainly going up top to bottom here, all across, but 4 separate wounds. And she also had blood on her hands. So that is saying that she, you know, had that natural reaction to stop her bleeding. Okay. Let's see if we can get a few more cards. Any last few cards to wrap up this reading? Anything that's a significance? Flight risk. Okay. Crime of passion. Blackmail's involved. Fire and bloodline. Interesting, because there was a lot of wands energy in this reading, and that's represented by the element of fire. And bloodline, this is another family connection. Interesting. See a couple more. Oh my God. Parental figure. Another family connection. I can't help but think about the Holders. Or is it Holden? Anyway, Abby's ex-boyfriend and his father. Allegedly, my opinion. This is not the first time that this card has popped up. Home. Weird. Okay, I'm going to brainstorm my approach to the next reading, because there's certain things in here I want to get cleared up. I want more information on. So that is what I'm going to do. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It's free, and, you know, it really, really helps me out a lot. So if you like my videos and you watch them and you want to see more of them, please hit that subscribe button.
Hey guys, so I had to go to work, so I apologize for the really terrible lighting and the really awkward angle and just not my regular setup. But I didn't want to wait any longer to finish the video. So, this is the part where the staging of the girls happens. They've crossed over. What happens next? 4 cards. Strength. Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Six of Swords. So there was a lot of care put into staging them. To me, this looks like we need to make it look. We need to work hard to make it look like something it's not, so we can move on to calmer waters and this can't be traced back to us. The Queen of Cups is suggesting that in their own way, there was care put into this. At least with Abby anyway, because she was treated completely differently than Libby was. And in my opinion, allegedly, she was the target. Okay. Why did Abby look so different than Libby? Okay, we've got the Five of Cups. Why did Abby look a lot different than Libby? The Devil. The Hermit. Page of Wands. So the Devil is about an unhealthy attachment. Like, obsession to somebody that's underage, which is very unhealthy. There's regret. Abby was supposed to come alone. The Hermit. The unhealthy attachment towards Abby. The Page of Wands. She was supposed to come alone. They regret that. And they took it out on Libby. Why did they set the girls up in the branches? Why? Okay, Ace of Wands. The wand suit is about physical action, like action being taken. And an ace is the start of something. So this is just confirming, marking the beginning of them staging the scene. Yeah. Seven of Swords. This is very sneaky behavior. This is like we're pulling the wool over their eyes. Like they really think that they're smart with this. Three of Pentacles again. More than one perpetrator. Five of Swords. Conflict. Yeah, the conflict was that she was not supposed to be there. So they have to brainstorm and collaborate even more so they can, you know, make something look like it's something else. Ace of Cups again. An outpouring of love. Okay. Please explain the Ace of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. This is like a single parent. This is a working parent vibe. And we kept getting the parental figure card. Ace of Pentacles. That's like a financial offer. I don't get it. Knight of Wands. There was a motive of some sort of financial motive. Did Abby have a life insurance policy on her? Did Abby have a life insurance policy taken out on her? I never... No. Somebody felt trapped in a situation they really didn't feel they could get out of. However, they absolutely could have. Like, it didn't have to a regular rational person, there was absolutely a way out. But to them, there was no way out. Except for what happened. And then we have the Seven of Wands. And this is like... defending yourself. Oh, this is strange. This is really strange. There is female energy here. Absolutely, there is female energy here that is not Abby or Libby. And I'm wondering if that parental figure card we kept getting throughout the videos has something to do with a female queen, mother. I don't know. But with the Ace of Cups, this outpouring of love, and how Abby was clothed and in a much more peaceful state than Libby, that is an indication that somebody deeply cared for Abby. I just am having a hard time wrapping my head around not caring for your kid's best friend. Like that. But again, I'm of sound mind, an emotionally stable person. So I have to just stop thinking about it. Okay. I don't want to go on too much because this is kind of a lot. I'm going to digest this a little bit. I'm going to do maybe a little bit of research. If anybody has heard of anything, I haven't heard. The only thing I've heard regarding Abby's mom is that there was rumors that the Odinist group targeted her because of her mom dating a black guy, but I don't even know if that's true. That is the only information I've heard about Abby's mom so far. So if anybody watching is more educated in that department, please enlighten me, because this is very strange and it's a nagging feeling that's been bothering me for a few readings, but I didn't want to say anything just because I haven't had any confirmation until, I hadn't had major confirmation, just like these little hints. But with this reading just now, I'm kind of leaning to, anyways, I've decided to share with you my thoughts on that. So if anybody knows, please drop a comment below and let me know, because I'm going to do some research, but this is very weird and it's giving me, it's heading me in a direction I really didn't see coming. But based on how the evidence is shown and the way she has been treated compared to Libby, it's looking like it could be, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to shut up. Have a wonderful evening. And I'm sorry for this really long video. But, it's, you can't, I can't give the reading justice by without it being like 40 minutes to an hour. Like, yeah, I just think that is inadequate. I know that a lot of people don't have a large attention span. But anyway, I just want to do the readings justice. And so, yeah, I apologize for the long videos, but like, I'll never make them more than an hour and 15 minutes tops. But anyway, sorry for the long one. Have a wonderful evening, as I said before, and I will see you guys in the next one.